This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
Hey guys, this is Valerie Lauer with the iPhoneAppReview.com, here with a video app review of an app we've had this week called Tower Town. Now I just reset this application so we can kind of get you on the ground level here on what Tower Town is. It's a civilization builder with kind of a unique setup where you actually build buildings and businesses and residences in tower format, and you basically go about your way to get this little world created. So we're going to go ahead and follow through this introduction because it really is the best way to learn how to play. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you up front while we watch this, get your first resident to the location. This app is actually completely free. Now, we know how I feel about free. I'm a big fan. Especially for an iPhone game. In this case, obviously, we're showing you on the iPad, but it is a universal application. It'll work on the iPhone, the iPod Touch, as well as the iPad. So very, very cool. This is actually, as I mentioned before, a civilization builder. And so what we did at first, we went through and built a building. Now we're going through and putting in amenities to make your residents happy. Some residents like birdhouses, some like trees, some like bushes, and the more you have, the happier they are, the better bonuses you get, and the quicker you level up. As you can tell, pretty easy, quick and easy to get started with. I did play this through for a little while earlier. There's some, we just touched this corner over here where there are quests. So this is going to show you that your next two things, you're going to buy another basic studio and have a population of 2. Now you can tap on show me, which takes you right to things and sets it up for you, which is really pretty easy. And that way you're not having to worry about looking through all these menus, although you can access them yourselves here in the bottom corner if you choose to do so that way. And go ahead and move them in. And there we go. Now we have progress in the tower. And a tower should either be 1, 2, or 3 stars, depending on what kind of population they have, what they're filled with, and if you have them finished with a roof on them. As I mentioned here, you're making better money whenever you get a business. So we're going to build a flower shop. And like many of these civilization builders, the beginning is so guided, just to get you, get your feet wet, to help you figure out exactly what kind of game you're going to be playing here. So here's where your resources come from eventually. There are trees, and there are also mountains and things over here, and again, you can wait for those to get collected, or you can go ahead and tap them to have them collected quicker, just to save you some time. But then this is talking about, again, making sure you have everything that your building wants. What are our residents looking for? So we have a resident who would really like a shrubbery, so we're going to get a potted shrub, and we're going to add it, and again, then we have a happier citizen living in our... Now, I think you guys get the basic idea. This is a town builder. This is a tower builder. This is a civilization builder. And again, we're going to go ahead and add a roof. You can choose from any of the designs you'd like. We're going to go with classic. And again, what you're doing basically is you're starting there, you're moving forward, you're going to do a 2x4, you get bigger and bigger. Now, one of the complaints I do have about this application is that pretty soon here, you're going to run out of this in-game currency, and it's going to start asking you to purchase things that you won't be able to afford. So unfortunately, that's something that happens with a lot of these games. So it starts out free, and then again, you're going to get to a point here pretty quickly where you really need to start spending some dough. Alright, so again, we got that. It's building. What we're talking about is this currency. Let me get one more on here and I'll be able to show you this. So hang on just one second. More residents. Go ahead and put it there. Build it. Alright, so here goes. When we want someone to move in now, it costs some money. Now up here at the top, as you can tell, you have this information. You have your experience meter, what your gold coins are like, what your actual dollars, in this case bucks looks like, around what your bricks are like, and how your energy is. Now right now we have $21. We can use 17 to move them in, and that's going to go just fine. However, the next time you go to move someone in, we're going to do the coffee shop because it makes the residents happy. Who doesn't love caffeine? And we're going to build one more studio, which only takes a couple seconds. Very fast, right? And now we're going to go to move someone in. It's going to start asking us to spend some dough. But again, it's a pretty comprehensive, and it's a cute idea. It's a little bit different than anything I've ever played before, which is always a nice, refreshing thing when you're getting a game where you're not having to worry so much about... Okay, so here we go. So $19 to move them in. Obviously, we don't have that. So you can go to get cash and coins, and you can do in-app purchases. It sounds like to play this game thoroughly, you're going to need this, which could get pricey pretty quickly, especially if it costs, more than 10 of those bucks to get someone in every single building. So just a little bit of a downer, but otherwise, just a cute, interesting kind of game to get your feet wet on. Now you can tap businesses to collect from them to get more cash. But again, so far I haven't seen any of these that actually give you any of those bucks, unfortunately. So just something to keep in mind. As far as navigation goes, here's where you can go in and change your settings down here in the bottom corner. For music and sound effects, there's a help section. You can change notifications if you want to. Here's an area where you can bump with people who have it, also to get gifts, which is actually kind of cool. That way you get extra stuff to play with. You can go through and check out your town residents. If they're missing anything that they would like, say, hey, they would really like this. Let's go ahead and tap. It'll take us there. Go ahead and buy one and put that wherever it needs to go. Alright, so then that person's happy. So that's kind of cool. Here again is that link to the ad funds, which we saw earlier. There's also a place for storage. And again, it shows you where you are with your building supplies. And then here is your main building menu where you can go between the roof, special items, residences, and businesses. So all in all, a well-made, great graphics, beautiful game. The sound is kind of fun. The noises are kind of cool. And this whole idea of harvesting your own materials is kind of neat in a civilization builder kind of way. Here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, we did give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Again, not getting that last star, mostly because of the money you're going to end up spending to play it. Again, free. If you get it and you like it, you may want to think about doing that in the future. Just something to think about. So, with the iPhoneAppReview.com, this has been Valerie Lauer with a video app review. Until next time.